Focusing on the positive does not mean ignoring the negative. Okay, there are negative things that happen in all of our lives, and we need to recognize them, see them for what they are, but don't focus on them. Okay, focus on the positive doesn't mean don't look at the negative. Don't recognize the negative. Don't acknowledge the negative. Focus on the positive does not mean wear rose-colored glasses all the time. Everything you see is peachy. That's not real life. Real joy from real living comes from acknowledging both the good and the bad, the sweet and the sour, the pain and the pleasure. You have to acknowledge that life is filled with opposites. And when you acknowledge that life is filled with opposites, and that leaves you open to choose what you're going to keep looking at. Look at the negative to acknowledge that it's there, to understand the challenge you're facing, to know better what you need to do to move forward, but don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. Focus on the promise. Focus on the potential. Focus on the opportunity and not the obstacle. Too many of us, we get confronted with an obstacle. We're focused on the obstacle. Help me overcome the obstacle. Help me get to the other side of the obstacle. Help me to conquer this challenge that's before me. And very often the way we conquer the challenge is not by focusing on the challenge, but by focusing on what comes with the challenge, the opposite of the challenge. Instead of focusing on the obstacles in front of us, focus on opportunity. Because with every obstacle, there is opportunity. And there must be an opportunity with every obstacle because, there's opposition in all things. So with everything that's bad in our life, there has to be something that's good. If you want to have a life that's filled with goodness, focus on the goodness. So if you're feeling like, your life is pathetic and there's nothing worth living for, and why am I doing this? And, what am I going to do? And you're just feeling like life is just not that great for you. Well, go back and look at your focus, because your focus determines your reality. So if your reality is life is not that great, go back and look at your focus. Just take a step back and look at yourself and examine, what it is you've been focused on. And if you're honest with yourself, you'll find that you don't feel your life is great because you're focused on what's not that great. When you focus on what is great, when you focus on possibility, when you focus on potential, when you focus on promise, then, these are the things that are going to change your focus. And then that focus is going to determine your reality. And you'll have a new reality that's filled with promise and potential and, all the good stuff that you want in your life. A lot of it really is based on the choices that we make with what we choose to focus on and how we choose to think. And that's why I keep coming back to this. Own your life. You've been given agency. Use it. Use it to take control of yourself. Use it to take control of your life. If your life is not what you want it to be, then work on making it what you want it to be. You can decide for yourself. So decide. Howdy, peeps. I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Join the Journey radio program. And if you did, be sure to click subscribe so you can get more clips in the future. And be sure to check out the Join the Journey radio program broadcast every Wednesday night on the Join the Journey radio network. Find more information at jointhejourneyradio.com.